Welcome back everyone, and so the quarterfinals of the Asian Games are completed, and yes, we have one big surprise. Hong Kong is going to the semifinals. They're gonna face Japan, and they're gonna face Japan for a spot in the final for the gold medal, and I probably should have seen it coming. Not perhaps a semifinal, but a development of Hong Kong football. It was like something that was happening in the last probably couple of years, if not more. This is surprising, but this is something that is developing from a couple of years. Again, the major national team of Hong Kong is going to be in the Asian Cup. Kichi, Hong Kong champs, they are in the AFC Champions League and they're playing pretty well. We have seen them in the group this year. We have seen them playing really well. We have seen Liman, that played in the AFC Champions League qualifiers, playing really well. So, and this is not like just Hong Kong, but in general, Asian football. And I've said this several times in this channel. Football is developing a lot better lately in a lot of parts of Asia that perhaps we have talked less about, and there was perhaps in the past there wasn't that focus on those places, those countries, in those leagues, but now we are seeing the results. And yeah, so let's talk about this game. It's Hong Kong that beats Iran that have lost the qualification for the AFC Under 23 Asian Cup. Now they've lost in the quarterfinals against Hong Kong, but again, it's nothing too dramatic. I think Hong Kong played well defensively, and when they had the occasion with Poon at the 47th minute, they scored and they brought the game home. For Iran, yes, there is work to do for sure, but I mean, that's more about a great defensive game by Hong Kong. Not just about defensive, it was a solid game, because defensive is not fair probably to talk about Hong Kong about a defensive game. They played a pretty solid in general game. And Iran, yes, there is a lot of work to do, but I'm pretty sure that they started already after the qualifiers for the AFC Under 23. And yeah, I mean, they hoped. I was talking about a team that wanted to a little bit revenge and avenge that what happened in the qualifiers and perhaps go for a gold. It's not gonna happen, at least in the men's tournament. And yeah, I mean, we see what's next for the Iranian Olympic national team. Let's talk about Japan against North Korea, DPR Korea. And yeah, I mean, DPR Korea played a great tournament. They are going out now because of this loss, with the 2 goals by Japan at the 15th minute by Uchino. Then DPR Korea, North Korea ties the game with Kim Kong-bom at the 74th minute. And it's Matsumura at the 80th minute that, with a penalty kick, puts Japan ahead and gives his national team the semi-final. DPR Korea played well. We have seen them developing in this tournament, and we have seen them. We saw a pretty ready national team. They were working a lot for sure during these last few years where they didn't play. And for Japan, this wasn't an easy game. They're advancing to the semifinals. They're facing a pretty dangerous Hong Kong team. We're gonna see what's going to happen. It's gonna be a really interesting game to see and to watch. In the other part of the table, well, the name wasn't coming to me. We have Korea that beats China 2-0. It's the final result. The hosts are out. Hong Kyung-seok scores at the 18th minute, and then Song Min-kyu scores at the 35th minute to end the game. China doesn't get back to it. So I mean, I said that Korea Republic is the national team, from at least in my opinion, the favorite for the gold, but never say never, especially because they're gonna face Uzbekistan in the semi-final, and Uzbekistan is our great. I've said many times, they're probably the national team in Asia that is developing better their youth teams. And with Mirasidov and Odilov, they scored 2 goals and they get the semi-final, beating Saudi Arabia. The scores with Maran, he scored a brace in the round of 16 against India, but this goal wasn't enough. At the 94th minute, there is the ejection for Adif. So Uzbekistan is gonna face Korea. That's a semi-final that perhaps we may have expected. Japan, we expected them to be in the semi-final, and Hong Kong, I didn't expect to see Hong Kong in the semi-final, but looking on how they're playing, perhaps we could have seen that coming, and they absolutely deserve to be there. For China, there is work to do, but I mean, it was a good tournament, and even against Korea Republic, the game was pretty good. So there are some good bases to work on. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you like it. Please consider putting a like. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you like it. And yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen to the semifinals. I remind everyone there's gonna be a gold medal final and a bronze medal final. Thank you, and see you soon.